Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome here on a beautiful Monday morning. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type in the number 1 in the comment section to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. And as you're doing that, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Good morning, Evelyn. How are you? Hope it's a great day for you today. We got a lot going on today, guys. Pre-market stuff that we've got to take a look at. Morning, Erica. Morning, Nick. Alan, good morning. Hey, say hey, good morning, sir. How are you? A lot of great things to look at today. There's an economic report happening now. I want to take a look at how that affects the market, and we will. And it's not really an economic report. It is something economic, though. If you like what you see here, folks, make sure you follow along with the various social platforms that we're on. Keep up to date with all the things that we do. We record different videos all throughout the week. I think Friday, Sean and I recorded 4 or 5 videos in the office. We've always got stuff going on. So make sure you follow along, not just here, but in all of our different platforms. All right? Excellent. Morning, Tom. How are you? Hope it's a great day for you. All right. So we've got, let's see. You've got 11 a.m. today. FOMC member Bullard speaks. He's actually on CNBC right now. That's why I said it's an economic report, and this is open mouth insert foot. At least it was last week when he spoke, and the market went crazy on his opinion on what should happen with interest rates, which really does sway from what the Fed is trying to say, right? So we'll see where all of that goes, what the clarification takes place. We're 2 minutes in now. From his announcement or his conversation on CNBC. I see him talking up there now. So we'll see where it all heads to. But keep in mind that Wednesday, we do have FOMC meeting on Wednesday, which means 2 p.m. The minutes are going to be released, which you're going to see some reluctancy of volume take place on Wednesday. So just a cautionary tale as you come into Wednesday. And in the morning, you've got retail sales, which is red as well for us, okay? All right, so let me move that to the downside. With that, let's go take a look at the futures. All right, so we should probably start off with the ES. Now, we had been down. You know, we opened up between Saturday and Sunday and went sideways. And we dropped in the European market, and we stayed down there. And then, you know, I'm up now a couple of hours already today. I saw probably out about 5:15 or so out of bed today. So I saw, you know, we were in this lower muck happening over here. And right about 7:30, we started to get this really nice climb take place back in there. And we went from being down to being up. Not much, kind of flattish, but we're up a point right now on the ES, right? Which is a nicer move or nicer position for many than where we were. Right, on the YM, we're up 7, which is basically flat, and see where we've hesitated, right? Right in there. NQ, zoom tight. Let's see, for NQ, we're still down 11 points right now, but a very similar pattern. Taken off earlier this morning, and it's gone in this sideways pattern there. From there, we've got the RUT, which has turned positive, which is up almost 6 points right now. Back up to, well, it hit about its highs of what we had in the pre-market session, the overnight session. So overall, you know, strong move so far for them from where they came from. Bitcoin, woo! Welcome to Bitcoin Super Bowl or Crypto Super Bowl, right? So we've come down a bit. We were up at about 46,000. We're back down about 42 and jingle, 42.7, which puts us up a whopping 260 points for today. Right, Ethereum, ETH, we're up 25 points right now. The CEO of SoFi was just on, and he was talking about they do own, he personally owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, but they do tell their customers it is a high-risk investment that you could lose all of your money. So actually, I think he used the words, will lose all your money. And I guess part of it comes down to who you're trading with, right? As far as, is it Ethereum, Bitcoin, or is it some of the Doge coins and some of those guys? Gold. We are up 16 points on gold right now. So it's been flat, kind of a sideways move. I mean, you could pick up a nice channel in here between about 854 and 859. You got about a 5-point move in there, right? And that's up to this high here. That's not even trying to stretch up to these stops. That's picking up that one there. Morning, Jills. And then crude. We've done nicely, guys. We've gotten up here at near $95. I think we might have hit it. Let's see. 94. Nope, not there. 92. 94, 94, and 90. Yeah, so we're close to 95. We're going to hit the 100. I don't doubt it. We're going to hit the 100. A lot of this stems back to what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. If there's a war, will there be less energy, fuel, because of a pipeline that's not going to be able to be used, and sanctions that the U.S. is talking about putting on, or hopefully other countries that they're going to do it as well, but not just the U.S. But all of that is lending to some overall higher gas prices taking place, right? So we're down to 92.5 right now. So we're down about 50 cents, which is just about 0.5%. So overall, not too bad, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at some trades from Friday. Let's see how we did. And I'm going to ask you guys and gals, the trades that you did Friday, drop them in. Let's take a look at them, check them out. Let's share, make this a very productive section. So on Friday, we looked at a firm, AFRM. Let me go over here. I don't need the pre-market one. Let's go here, AFRM. Right, we did the analysis on Friday. They had earnings come out. Earnings weren't good, apparently. Right, so what happened with them? Well, they had dropped down in the pre-market. You can see where the gap down was on Friday, from Thursday's close right here into Friday's open. You can see what that was. I wanted price to be below 56. We opened up at 53. We pushed up to a high of 54.49, and then we just and we went sideways. And if you looked at any of these candidates, or if you look at newsy candidates like this, when the announcement comes out, if you get a gap, in many cases, if it's a decent enough size gap for the news that it's following, right? In other words, if the earnings came out and the earnings I missed by a penny, all right, a $2, $3 gap down, okay. You missed by a penny and you're down $30. It's probably an overreaction, right? Type move. If the move fits the news, then what will happen in many cases, you'll get that move down or up, whatever it is. You might get some wiggle in there, and then you kind of get that sideways, that sideways move, that flat line, right? And that's kind of what happened here on a firm. They just died off and went sideways. Well, with options pricing, you're going to see the exact same thing. With options pricing, you're going to notice that the pricing gets wild right away in the morning and then tends to die out very quickly, where premiums just aren't there any longer. So if you're waiting, again, right news, right move, and you're waiting, you may miss some of that move. All right. So on a firm, I said below 56, and we're looking for a bear call spread above 56. So I did I can't show you the option chain because it's expired, but I did the 56, 57s. On Friday, we got about 20 cents for them. It expired worthless. Right now, a firm is at 44. They're down another $2. It's at 44.61 right now. So, I mean, very nice. Very nice. I like it. All right. So that was the first one. I looked at CLF. If you remember on CLF, we had it down, bear call spread above 20, and I wrote aggressive down there. I wasn't that excited about the trade and chose to walk away and not do it. So I passed on CLF, but I did jump on Zillow. Z. Right? It was earnings. Right? We were looking for a bull put spread with the stock above 53. So let's go look at Zillow. Let's do that one first. Let's get it first. All right. So we're looking for the stock above 53. Well, this is a 5-minute chart, right? Watch. If I flip back and go to my 1-minute chart, we got this gap up, and then we started to just hesitate right in there. Lots of long-wicked candles, waited a little bit on this. I thought it was an overreaction to their announcement. And they pulled back, and they got into an 8-period moving average in there, and they started to bounce. And that was a nice opportunity. Well, let me go back to the 5, right? Because I really like to see it on the 5. So we got the pullback in there on the 5-minute candle. We started to bounce off of the 8 moving average, and that was a great opportunity. If there was any premiums left of what can we get out of this position right here. We got just about 20 cents on that one also. It was the 52.51s. Guys, if I can get 20%, 20 cents, it's actually 25%. If I can get 25% for a day on a $1 increment, my maximum risk in this trade is 80 cents. To me, it's an absolute no-brainer if everything else fits, right? There was news that drove it there. It's where I want it to be on the chart and so forth. The premium doesn't really matter to me if it's not the right position, if it's not the right setup, right? So this was about 20%, 20 cents. GoDaddy, remember that was a monthly. And I said, oh, I like the GoDaddy one because we had all of them that were monthlies because we had weekly options because there's only a week left. GDDY. All right, so on GoDaddy, we were looking at bull put spread below 76. So we would have been looking at the 75s. Guys, look at the bid-ask spread, 40 by 85. And that, when we look at that, I'm like, all right, maybe it's a big deal or not. 90 by 135. You come over here, 710 by 9, 1020 by 1210, 390, 490. The spreads were just too big. So now I've got to go and do an entire extra week. I couldn't do last Friday. I had to do this Friday coming up now. And the spreads were larger. I just decided to, you know what, I'm going to pass on those and call it a day. Right? So 2 good setups in there. Hope you were able to take advantage of some of them. Let's see what you guys had on the docket from last week. Alan said, Google glory. So I hope you crushed it on Google there on Friday there, Alan. SPY, oh my. I don't know. Is that lions and tigers and bears, oh my? I mean, how bad was it, Alan? Or good was it? Facebook feast. There you go. And terrific Tesla, the sequel. Good. So overall, it sounded like it was a good day for you. That's fantastic. Tom said, traded SPY. Friday, had my entry too low and stopped too tight. Lost a little, but not much. A little bummed about what I missed on paper. Made $6K on the ES futures. There you go. $6,000 on ES on the futures. I'll take it. Perfect. Evelyn said Friday paper on SPY, 3 long calls, 1 long put, scalps up 19%. Nice. 19% for the day. You can't do that anywhere else, folks. You can't. You ain't making 19% for a day on real estate or in your own business or anything else like that. Maybe the bank, but if you're a loan shark. Robert said, Facebook went against me, but I got most of it back with the bear call spread on the Qs and the SPY. There we go, Robert. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Paula, I'm glad to see so many of you are trading SPY and Qs. Paula said 3% profit on SPY. That was awesome. Great job, Paula. Erica had 2% on SPY. Again, just you guys are crushing it. That's great. Alan said, good combination of VIX, bull, and Friday's expiration equals high rate of return. Best pop Friday ever. Good. So you did well on our pop stocks. That is awesome. Pop is power option plays for those of you that are not familiar. And I just scroll back up. Alan had Google, Spiders, Facebook, and Tesla, all of them power option plays trades. So I'm glad you were able to catch some of those, Alan. Joel said huge on the SPX. Good. Were you doing spreads on the SPX, Joel? Is that what it was? All right, type that in. We'll come to it. I'm going to put the option chain on the other screen. All right, we will set that up. And now it is time for today's candidates. So you can see my list on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. I normally have it alphabetized, which I do, except for Micron. And that's because Micron came in late on the news where I found it. So I had already written my sheet up. So I just wrote it at the bottom of it and left it there. So I'm going to open up this here, the intraday chart. We're going to look at BX first. So BX, which is Blackstone, they bought huge stake, I think it was, in an Australian casino. They were down on the announcement and more than 39 cents. Right now, they're only down 39 cents. I'm going to write wait next to BX. Not very excited about this one right now with where it is. We were down at 120 bucks. We were down $2 or $3 there earlier. So much better. GT is our next one. Right. Boo! Same thing. Just boo! So what in the world? GT was an upgrade from JP Morgan, but it's only got them now up about 49 cents. So it's just really not doing anything with it. I'm going to wait on this one as well. Not a fan of 2 waits on the first 2 candidates we came up with. JP Morgan. All right, so JP Morgan got a downgrade, and they've recovered nicely from where the downgrade took them. I don't remember who it was that downgraded them, but they came down to about 151. And right now they're at 152 and change. They're still down $1.25. So let's go look at their daily chart and see where JPM is. All right. They're down they're at 152 half, we'll call it. Right. So let's see. 7, 8. All right, we need a new fib. So let's go draw a new Fibonacci. Inside of here. All right, so right now we're at 152 half. Here's 151. So we're kind of in the middle right now on this one here. So here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for JP Morgan, the stock below 154. And I'm looking for a bear call spread above 155. All right, so not a bad setup in there. Eli Lilly is our next one. So they had a new COVID drug get emergency use approval. They're down about 97 cents right now in the pre-market, but I don't trust it, folks. And what I mean by that is they're just hash marks. You got one candle that moved in there, 600 shares in total. Don't know if it was we need to fix a trade from last week or something slipped in or through somehow, market order, whatever it was. Actually, it can't be a market order, but someone put in the wrong price, whatever it was. I need to wait and see what the market does. If we can get some bullishness out of this, because it is a bullish announcement, there's probably not a lot I want to do to make it bullish, though. I mean, we got room. We're sitting right now at 234, 235, we'll call it. So we're somewhere over here, right? We've got room up to that 239. But, I wonder if the market is perceiving the news of this new COVID drug. We spent all this money, all this time. It finally gets approval when Omicron is fading out and we've got very low infection rates going on now, right? It's very possible. I mean, my daughter was on a cruise last week. She came back Saturday. This Saturday, Carnival Cruise Line. This Saturday was the last day Carnival Cruise Line said you have to wear masks indoors on the cruise. For the cruise that started on Saturday afternoon because of the lifting of the mask mandates, they've lifted it on the ship completely. So you're not required to wear it at all. You have to be vaccinated, not vaccinated. You have to have a positive or negative test within the last 3 days to get on the ship. At least that was before. So maybe the fact of, well, we're not going to make our money back because we're not going to use the drug very much. Maybe that's the concern. And it's short-sighted because I'm not sure that Omicron actually drove out COVID. I don't think it just went away mysteriously all by itself, right? So I'm not sure, but I am going to wait for the open price. I'm going to wait for the opening price and see what the heck is going on with it, right? RIVN. Soros Fund had made an investment, a fairly substantial investment apparently, into the Riven stock. So they're up about $1 right now. I think they have been on a tear to the downside, though, haven't they? Let's see. I haven't looked at these guys in a bit. Yeah, okay. Yes, sir, they are. So right now, Riven is sitting at about, I will call it 60, right? So 51 to 70. It's 19 points. Not what I want. Let me go back here. So Riven. Okay, so it's got 15 points. All right, so we need to split this level down here. So let me pull this out. Let's go ahead. And this is called a Fibit. And folks, we do a free training. It's a 3-part series on fibs. This is part of it, what Fibits are and how they work. If you want to get access to that, it's free. Sean, can you drop that link in there, please? There you go. So it's tradinglikeaboss.com. But if you go ahead and grab that link, folks, that will you can get the download there, and it's all free. Everything on this page is free. They're all resources to try to help you become a better trader. So right now we're at 59.79. So we're up, but we're not up enough. And I don't know if it's going to push it up on that news with as bearish as this has been. The 21 is finally starting to print, and we're down below the 8 and the 21 on Friday's close. Today we're at 60. We're right now we're at 59.90, guys. We're right at that 60.05 level. That fibon in there, we're sitting right there. We're going to wait. Not a lot of excitement today out there with what's going on. Splunk. This one's for you, Rick. Let's see. SPOK. I had no idea who they were until my friend Rick had told me about it, one of our students. So Splunk is up $11. They got an offer from Cisco for a buyout. Great news for them, right? So if we look, right now they're trading at, we'll call it 126. So beautiful. We're above that 124.26 level. So I am looking for the stock to be above 124. And then get a bull put spread below 124. Right? You could also look at a long call on this position. Actually, you should also be looking at diagonals. Diagonal spread, where we buy an option long-term, at least 120 days, and we sell a short-term option up against it. All right? Guys, drop in the candidate you want me to take a look at, and we will do just that. All right? I've only got 2 more left on our list here, and then I'll jump in and start looking at yours. So the next one is TSN. TSN has had a nice run. Tyson Food, nice run to the upside. We come and look over here. Tyson got a downgrade. Don't have a name to it, but they got a downgrade. They're still down about $1 on that news, but it's not a main name that the downgrade came from. So that, I don't want to say concerns me, but that is something to keep in mind, right? Their earnings were outstanding, right? They did amazing off of that earnings announcement, right? Nice move to the upside. They're sitting at $97 right now. If you want to go ahead and look to day trade them, you can, but 96 is where I'd look at as a support because that's where my 8 moving average is. I'm going to wait. Wow, I have not had this many waits in a very long time. I'm spoiled with the moves we make in the market these days. I'm just dead spoiled. All right, last one is Micron. Everything just seems to have an inverse relationship. The news goes against where the position had been. So Micron, let's go look at the intraday chart. MU. All right, so Micron was an upgrade. I don't remember who it was, but it was an upgrade. They're up $1.19. Trip, this one's for you, my friend. Andres, do you know the symbol? Drop it in if you would. Let's see. So they're up $1.24. They're right at $91. So let's see where we're at. So we've got 89 and 95. That gives us $6.50. 783. I do not need a Fibit inside of here. I'm good with that. Let's see. We are at 91. So I'm going to be looking for the price above 89 and a bull put spread below 89 on Micron. All right. Excellent. All right. Bunch of candidates dropped in. Let's see. Joel had said they were long puts. He did on the SPX. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Amos said, sense on awesome trade results, but not happy with trade station commission costs. Yes, it is expensive. $64 for 10 contracts. Tastyworks is $25.80. The same on the same. So we'll be doing some more research for sure. Absolutely. And you could use the trade station charts and trade it on Tasty is the way I would recommend it. Right? Okay, let's see. Alan replied back to Amos there about Tastyworks has the lowest option commission, particularly if you trade over 10 contracts. Yeah, they do good. And Amos, if you do trade bigger numbers, make sure you reach out to TradeStation. They will negotiate, but you've got to make sure that they know. All right. Jonathan was referring back to Amos's comment of agreed they're expensive. Same with the SPX, 90 cents. But along SPX and Amazon put 2. Yeah, they can get costly when it comes to the indexes. All right, so what do we got for today? A lot of you asking for the SPY. So let's go see what the SPY is. The first one that had asked for it was Evelyn. So let's take a look-see. So we were down, of course, on Friday. Great H pattern, folks. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, outstanding. Wow. What an H. What an H. You may look at that and go, that's an ugly H. That's the prettiest letter in the alphabet. Certainly the most profitable letter in the alphabet. And how many lines did we move? 1, 2. 2 standard deviation move inside of it, right? Beautiful. But now we need to look at where it is pre-market. All right, pre-market we're come on. Option chain hasn't caught up yet. Pre-market we are, there we go, 440. So we're still down in here. So my bias is bearish, true bear. Okay, it's true bear. So I would be cautious on this. You got resistance at 443. If it pushes up and you see a rollover in the market, that's the signal to take a bearish entry. All right, at that 443. So Evelyn, Tom, I hope that helps. Jonathan's asking for NYMT. Woo! Okay. New York Mortgage Trust. I don't know how much trust they got in them anymore, Jonathan. Not a lot there, right? I don't see any reason to fight the trend in here. Keep your right. Look left is a famous phrase of mine, right? You've got to look left. When you start looking backwards to the left, what do you see, Jonathan? We broke above the 21 here and failed. We broke above it here and failed. We popped above it here and failed, right? Every time we get above, we come back down. Until we can get something solid that holds us. I mean, we had a 2-day close above the 21 here, which was awesome, right? But it wasn't great, okay? I don't see much there. You got earnings coming out. I don't know what to expect from it. Not familiar with the company, of course. But just from a technical standpoint, it definitely has a bearish connotation to it. I hope that helps, Jonathan. Erica's asking for Roku, one of our power option plays candidates. Let's see. And I like Roku a lot. Can anybody tell me what do you think my favorite reason for trading Roku is? Type it in. Come on. Okay. So Roku is down 94 cents right now. Let's see. It's sitting at 163. We're right in the middle. Bearish bias. Who was asking on Roku? That was Erica. Bearish bias. Okay. But we're of the moving averages are bearish, but we're at bearish neutral bias on our position. So everything I'd be looking for is bearish. I'd want to get below at least the 8, which takes me to 161. And then I've got 155 right below that. Right. So you got to be cautious about this one. It's not quite setting up. There's not a lot of great room for it until we break that 155 again. So Sean typed in high wildest average true range compared to the price. Robert said it moves over $11 a day. Yep, and that's exactly what it is. Amos said small cost with a great average true range. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what it is, guys. This moves $11 and change a day. It's almost $12 a day. This moves for $164 stock. I can get a phenomenal premium out of it. The options can be a little expensive, but I can get a phenomenal premium out of this on an intraday move. I can easily see a $5 or $7 move on this $150 stock. And even on the high end, I'm paying $2,000 for a contract on the high end. All right. Okay. Let's see. So RBLX. Thank you, Andres. RBLX. All right. We've got a bearish move on it so far on the daily chart. RBLX. Let's see where the intraday is. We're at $67 right now. Nothing in there. Nothing in there that says anything exciting about it. We're still down below our 21 moving average. We're pinned the last 3 days, pinned between the 8 and 21. So there's a pressure cooker building up. Andres, you got to be careful there. Joel is asking for Nike. Just do it, baby. Just do it. Good break to the downside on Nike on Friday. They're down another 50 cents right now to 139 3/4. All right, we're going to pull this fib back. I'm going to draw off of there. Let's see, 40 to 47. We don't need a fib in there. We might on the next one, though. Yep, we do. We need a negative 136. So let's add that in. Okay. So right now we're at 139.70. We got down below that 140 level. So, Jonathan, I'm going to write Nike down here for me. I'm going to look at a bear call spread below 140. Right, I want the price below 140 and on price, and I want my option, of course, to be above that 140 level. Right, so I like the setup. If you can get a fail, a retest, and a drop, 136 is its next downside target. Robert's asking for Apple. Hope that helped, Jonathan. No, actually, I was Joel. Sorry about that, Joel. Let's see. So Apple, that is Robert. Got it. Okay. So let me go look at where Apple is in the pre-market. All over the place. I think with what's going on this morning. Yep, we were down. We're up. We're still not up, but we're up from where we were. We're down $1.19 right now. So let's go take a look on Apple sitting at 167.5, which puts us right below this fib line. Robert, if I can get a retest and a fail on Apple, it looks like 165.5 is our next support. I like it. I like the pattern. I like the setup. So there's a trading opportunity for you right there. Paul is asking for QQQ. I hope that helps, Robert. Let me know. Let's see. On the Qs, and where are we this morning? So for the Qs, we're at 347 right now, 346. So we broke down below. So there you go, right? Not very strong, right? To the upside move. We're pushed down, a retest at 347.38 and a fail. If we continue to drop on the market, that's the setup I'd be looking for, particularly on NASDAQ, right? Let's see. Darla said Netflix. I'm going to move through them a little bit quicker, guys. 383 is your downside target. If it breaks that, 351. Right? It is bearish. I'd only be looking at bearish trades here. I would not be taking even an intraday bullish entry. I would not take on it. Not with the bias that's set up, the 100-point level, all of that. But I need a retest of that 100-point level, the 400, and a drop for me to take the trade. So, Darla, I hope that helps. Let's see. We got some other comments in there. All right. Let's see. John said W Day. All right, WA is on our power option plays list, and he wrote pop next to it. Yeah, we got a bearish bias on it. Earnings coming up on the 28th, so we got to be cognizant of that. Retest at 237.06, fail, and I am all over this one. We've got the room down 23, 33. Yeah, we don't need a fib in there, so we've got the room down to 23. But realistically, guys, if we get down, if we pull back up to the 237 and fail, when we start getting back down to about 233 or so, I'm probably going to take half the trade off because of the congestion we've had there. And this way, if it does pop from there, no harm, no foul. I at least lock some profits in. If it drops, I'll still have half the trade open to try to capitalize on. John also said Tesla. Another pop, another one that John got from Pop. All right, so we're down below the negative 618. On Tesla, bearish bias. We had as a day trade, no earnings to be concerned with. So retest the 876 fail, and 789 is our target. All right? Okay, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow at the next show. All right, folks. Bye for now.